Star Trek Encounters at Farpoint. Beautiful, beautiful episode. It just blew my mind with the amount of philosophy that you can gauge from this video. Hey guys, welcome to the temple. My name is Monk Luigi, and today's video is the discussion about Star Trek Episode 1 Encounters at Farpoint. This opening episode to the series just blew my mind with the amount of philosophy, with the amount of character development, with the amount of things that you could absorb and take away from a series. And it sparked an idea in my mind. Well, numerous ideas, I should say. However, it was so much to try to tackle, I had to do a two-part series to it. The ones that stuck out the most. So for this part 1, I wanted to go ahead and discuss one philosophy that just stuck, like pinged into my mind, was the discussion of exploration, or the discovery of wonder that human beings have. And it was just something that you can see in each and every character at Star Trek and Encounters at Endpoint. It was just something that you could take away from each part and each person, and you can see it in the way that they carried themselves, in their demeanor, in their development, as well as how they were talking to each other. Now, before I get into the characters, I just want to let everyone know I'm not going to do a spoiler. I'm not doing too much of a spoiler. This is just my takeaway of the philosophy of exploration, from external to internal. So before I get into each character and how they were discovering something, I'm going to pull up something that I was able to get from NASA. So I'm going to do a little transition real quick. So here we have a NASA article who goes into something that I'm hoping that y'all can take away. It says, why we explore. Human space exploration. Humanity's interest in the heavens has been universal and enduring. Humans are driven to explore the unknown, discover new worlds, push the boundaries of our scientific and technical limits, and then push further. The intangible desire to explore and challenge the boundaries of what we know and where we have been has provided benefits to our society for centuries. Human space exploration helps to address fundamental questions about our place in the universe and the history of our solar system. Through addressing the challenges related to human space exploration, we expand technology, create new industries, and help to foster a peaceful connection with other nations. Curiosity and exploration are vital to the human spirit, and accepting the challenge of going deeper into space will invite the citizens of the world today and the generations of tomorrow to join NASA on this exciting journey. Now, that one there was interesting, and the reason why I wanted to show that article, because even NASA could see that we as human beings always have this innate exploration, and there are other scientists that go into the pinnacle of us wanting to explore and want to find what's out there and what's over here and what's over there, from the Marco Polos, from the Silk Road, all the way to what you call it, the Captain Don Welsh, who surveyed the Mariana Trench. You have multitudes of people who are always seeking to find or explore or just try to improve upon something or see something that's way beyond their scope of beliefs. So I bring that to you to segue into all of the characters and what their exploration, what their discovery was as you meet them in this episode. So you're initially met with Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and as you watch the series, you see that he's trying to find and discover what his crew is about, what they are, who they are, and who he is as a captain, and how he should lead this crew into this new universe that they've been assigned to go ahead and try to explore. is new to humankind. They don't have any clue about it. Immediately after you're introduced to him, you are met with Data. Data is an android, and you find that his exploration through the series is, what does it mean to be a human? How do you find what human beings are? Like, what does that mean? How can you become a human being when all your life you've been in the digital realm, in the digital world? And then immediately after that, you're followed up with this almighty being named Q. Whoa. This dude here was just snapping his fingers, and he was moving things all around and everywhere around the place. And I was just like, what? But you come to find out that he's trying to find the discovery of his own. He's trying to rediscover what human beings are. What does it mean to be a human of this era? So he's trying to learn something. He's trying to explore humanity in his own lens, from the outside, looking into human beings. Could you imagine that? Putting us in the lab rat seat, where we're the rats running around, and they're just like, oh, look at this human here, look at this human here, look at this. That is crazy to think, right? Then as you go further along in the story, you're met with the second in command, the Commander William Riker. And you find out who he is and what he's trying to explore about himself and with the other planets. Now, granted, if you've seen the old Star Trek, he's supposed to be similar to Captain Kirk, who is a person who is just, very, very promiscuous. But you find out that his exploration is, what types of rules will he break? How far would he push himself? What laws would he take in his consideration? And how would he assess or explore problems that he may be confronted with in the future? Then you're met with Geordi, who's an engineer who had problems with eye development, and he's trying to discover how he can put his prowess and his expertise into the spaceship itself. He is literally the heart of the spacecraft. He is the man that is just making sure that everything just beats at a steady drum. And even with the fact that his eyesight may have been gone, his original eyes, he has the ability to use his eyes for other things, and he's exploring that type of microcosm. Could you imagine seeing the world in different skews? That's just amazing in itself. Then you meet Beverly Wesley. Beverly Wesley is a doctor. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we get to Beverly, I'm gonna have to move you back. You meet Donna Troy. Donna Troy is I forgot, is something path. She a sensiopath. She can sense the feelings of other people, and you start to find out that she's doing her own exploration of the world around her, how she can deal with the emotions of others. And then you come to find out, when she's placed in a specific scene, how she has to deal with the exploration and the discovery of something that may be so cruel, and how she's able to extrapolate and interpret that. But I'm not going to spoil that one. That's pretty dope. It was watching how she dealt with that was impactful. Then you're going to bring it back to Beverly. We come back to Beverly. I'm sorry, Doc. I'm sorry I left you. All right, but we come back to Beverly, and then we come to find out that she's trying to explore how she's going to be able to lead herself as a physician on this starcraft. And her story with the captain was actually interesting as well, because you find out that they actually have a bond, which is, whoa, like what? Where did this come from? They know each other? This is a thing? So I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was interesting to note that this is something that she has to explore on a personal level, on an individual 1v1. It's not her and her medical skills. It's not her dealing with patients. It's a 1v1 with the captain. And then, of course, you have her son, Wesley Crusher. And Wesley Crusher, he's trying to find the age of development. That exploration in itself is something that everyone can relate to, because we were all teens or kids that was always doing some little Rugrats things where we was trying to figure out where we were, how this environment worked, how we could mature into something that was beneficial or proud for the family that we're in. So you see that exploration in itself, and then it just had me thinking, who are you? Who are you? Who know thyself? Yes, Socrates' statement, know thyself. Like, who are you? Are you able to explore who and what you are on a daily basis from the inside? Are you willing to explore what's outside of you, even if it's something that's fearful or dreadful? It could be something completely scary. Even in the episode itself, as they was trying, like each of these characters was facing their own little turmoils. And mind you, it was little, it was small, right? These small little tests to the introduction to the series. But as they were discovering themselves through these tests, you have to ask yourselves, how do you discover your own self? How do you discover where you stand? How you can push yourself? When should you push your narrative? The exploration of your own mind, of your own heart, what lines you would cross. These were some of the questions that just started to ping into my mind. How human am I? How human you are. It was one of the things that just made this series just a driving force. The whole point and the philosophy of discovery, exploration, things that are new. And it's something that we're confronted with every day. Whether you get a promotion and you have to discover how you would lead the floor, whether you become a parent and you have to discover how you're going to raise your children, or whether or not you're playing a sport and you have to try to lead your position, whether it be a captain or a defensive man or offensive line. Either one of these things propels you into trying to explore how and what you're going to become. And this just brings in the whole dichotomy of exploration. And I've got to say, this episode did its job. It literally had me thinking of all of these concepts, all of these questions, and I'm hoping that some of these questions may stick out to you as you watch this episode and you observe all of these characters as they play out. So this was just me going on a beautiful statement on the philosophy of exploration. Please let me know, what do you think about these characters and how I've described them. I hope you get the chance to watch it. It is on Netflix, so I'm not really spoiling too much. Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's literally the first episode, an hour long. Please take a time out of your day to enjoy it and observe how this is. I do, however, I did want to wanted to show some places that maybe you could try to explore in your own backyard if you do get the opportunity to, get one of these beautiful blue books here. This beautiful passport that I have here. I love this bad boy. I'm sorry, I had it upside down. This beautiful passport here. I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to show, if I can just pull this up real quick. Sorry about that. Boop. And then boop. There are quite a few amazing places on our planet that I'm like, hey, this is some stuff that maybe you can find a lot more about yourself as you're exploring this land. So I'm going to transition it out over here. Whoop, and there it is. One place that stuck out to me was the Blue Lake Jinzhou Haku National Park in China. All right. This looks beautiful. This is gorgeous. Like, this is crystal blue lake. And if you get the chance to use your passport to go to China and hopefully everything opens back up, I would say that this is one place that's well deserved to go ahead and go ahead and watch. fly out to China, take a look. Of course, everybody knows that China is a very, very huge country, a lot of mountains. But this here is a national park. So, put on some hiking boots, explore the woods, get into a kayak, and see if hopefully you can get to this lake and take some photos, pictures, and discover the wonders of this beautiful, beautiful country and some of the things that it has here. Another place here in Hawaii, Oahu, Hawaii, the Haku Stairs. This served as a multi-purpose thing. However, it's like 3,000 steps. You have to walk up. For my people in Georgia who ever been walked up Stone Mountain, you know that's cakewalk. Nah, but on a serious note, this seems like a very beautiful place to go ahead and venture. And of course, it's Hawaii, so it's an island of paradise, and you can observe so many things there, and just take a trip out there, see what's up there. You never know, you might find a lot more than just the stairs on the top. You might find yourself. Another place, it's in the Philippines, another river here, the Surigao del Sur. It's apparently a place where you can swim, so it's a nice little river, and from the look of this photo here, it looks like there's a nice little cave here. So if you got some snorkeling gear, I'm just saying, snorkel, go under, see what's going on down there. Or if you got your scuba gear, check out the trenches, see what type of fishes or animals that may be there, and then just get to exploring. See what happens when you're surrounded in a bathe of water as it's cooling you off, and you're just watching everything just flow around you. It'll be something amazing to see, right? Another one here, I'm not gonna do Poland. This one here stuck out to me. Nothing against Poland, because I know about my Poland viewers going to say so. Hey, what you gotta say about Poland? I think a lot of people have seen enough trees. But here you have Hitachi Seaside Park in Japan. It's in Tokyo. Hey, some flowers, some palettes, beautiful scenery. As you can see in the photo, you have a father-daughter dynamic out here. I think this will be a beautiful picture to take as well. Enjoy the flowers, enjoy the aroma, enjoy that bliss. It'll be something beautiful you could do when you can, if you can. And I think I said one more, right? The Himalayas. The Himalayas. I definitely want to go up the Himalayas. I didn't know that this had a beautiful lake here. Pangosu Lake in Ladakh, Himalayas. It's the most famous one in India. Look at that. Everything up in the east side. Not too many people have visited. However, if you get the chance to, you can go ahead and check it out. It's a nice little lake here with the mountainside cliff. So it would be a nice little valley photo, family, friends, just take a pic. And you're in India, so you can try the cuisine. They love their spices. So a few places that you can go ahead and visit on your own if you can, when you can. I would urge everyone to get a passport to check it out. Other than that, Star Trek. This episode here just brought out many, many thoughts on exploration. And I'm hoping that as you watch this episode, the other philosophies will flow. But for now, just look at how each character explores themselves. But hey, maybe I'm off base. Maybe I'm hitting this one and it came to a short stop. Or just maybe I knocked this out of the park. Either way, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and remember, this L is for you.